Gentlemen, you both got your instructions before in the dressing rooms. Let me remind you, obey my instructions at all times, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
Well, he's a big, tall middleweight, is Gonzalez, but there's plenty of class about Tapia. We've seen that previously, and he is keen to show us again. Mateo Tapia returns to Australian soil to take on Keiber Gonzalez from Venezuela. And the height and reach is all for the visitor as they meet and posture early at centre ring. Ben Damon in commentary alongside Olympic medalist Harry Garside. And the early stages of this one, we're just waiting to see when Tapia explodes.
Yeah, very excited for this one. Tapia is a super explosive and exciting fighter, but looks like his opponent is too, with 17 knockouts from 20 fights.
No doubt about that. And Tapia making his campaign now at middleweight. We got to know him as a super middleweight. He's dropped down. Seemed to do the weight pretty well though, but the proof will be in the performance tonight at 72 kilograms. Leads with a right hand there. Same thing from Gonzalez, both of them trying to find the target here in the opening round. There he goes, 1-2 Tapia. Powerful right hand that he has off the back of that jab that he uses to set it up, and just uses his levels there and jabs to the body, now digs in as well. Gonzalez comes back, little left hook. There's a quality counter shot with the right hand from Tapia, and it's a shot we've seen plenty of times from him before, Harry.
Absolutely super exciting fighter. I actually fought Tapia when we were 14 years old and he beat me.
Okay.
All those years ago. He's an exciting fighter, good mate as well.
A little bit of redness around the face of Tapia there, maybe from a couple of those shots or a little collision that he had with Gonzalez. Just waiting to see what Gonzalez has here. He jabs away, tries to move himself into a punching position, goes to the body. That's right on the belt line, but not too much on it.
Step back. Thank you.
He strides forward again, does Gonzalez. Jab, 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 and tosses out a right hand. There's a good shot from Tapia. It is a quality right hand. He's found it a couple of times. That time he set it up with a little cheeky left hand to the body. Response from Gonzalez.
Don't hold in there, head free.
30 seconds left in the opening rounds.
Very evenly matched so far. Ben, looking good. Both compact boys, good selection of shots.
Just explosive moments from Tapia in particular, but you can tell Gonzalez is trying to find those sorts of shots, and he turns around that left hand. He's wary of the right hand of Tapia, though, is the Venezuelan. One round down, Tapia and Gonzalez here in Sydney.
Good start there from Tapia, a couple of overhands. His Venezuelan Gonzalez looking nice and composed as well.
Here's the highlights, and mainly they'll be those right hands that got through from Tapia. That was a good one as he went to the body, finished over the top. Nice pullback right hand as well earlier in the round, and he's pretty chilled in that corner while a la Harry Garside, Keiber Gonzalez opts to stand.
Interesting to see if he can do it for 10 rounds.
Well, Tapia's up nice and early. As interesting as anything tonight for Tapia is seeing how he does go now that he is campaigning at middleweight, because he's made that switch a fair way into his professional career. 16 fights and he drops down a weight division.
He definitely didn't look gaunt on the scales. Looks nice and strong tonight as well.
There's a good shot from Gonzalez.
That's a slip. That's a slip.
And it's called a slip. Right hand over the top it was from Gonzalez, and then Tapia did go down to a knee with a glove on the canvas as well. So we'll be interested to have a look at the replay of exactly what happened there, but good moment nonetheless for Gonzalez. He's certainly got through with a shot, and Tapia knows he's in a fight. That one's gone very low from Gonzalez. Warning on the run from Will Sulos, our referee, and this one is lighting up in round 2. Over the top goes Gonzalez. Leaping out with the jab, Tapia, and that's a good shot, that overhand right of Gonzalez. That is the shot to look out for. He goes low again there, I think, Gonzalez.
It's really hard to tell if this has impacted Tapia or not. He's looking nice and composed, but not as sharp as he was in the first round.
Well, I'm sure he took a couple of strong shots over the top. So that replay, as he goes to the body again, Gonzalez, will be interesting. There's that right hand off the back of the jab from Mateo Tapia. But there is something there in Gonzalez. He's shown us that. Here it is again. That's that shot. Tapia saw that one and just ducked away.
It's a dangerous shot as well, Ben. It's just on the side towards the back of the head at times as well.
One straight down the middle from Tapia. He looks over the top himself. Nice combination punching from Gonzalez. Doubles up to the body. Tapia comes back to the body as well. Good contest this in round number 2. Both of them look to the body, and there's a warning on the run again from our referee about low punching. Looks to the body. There's Gonzalez, and then he counters, and Tapia comes back with that right hand.
It's a beautiful fight, Ben. Good to watch.
Nice high quality. The counter right hand from Gonzalez. Exactly the same return from Tapia. Yeah, this is a good fight. High quality stuff.
Excited to see this replay. I want to see exactly how it landed.
Yeah, it was a big moment in the rounds. It was called a slip. Let's have a look exactly what took place. Yeah, okay. So the punch got through, and then I think the feet got tangled. Oh, did they?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? He was a little bit off balance, but it definitely was a shot.
It was a shot that hit him right around the back of the ear. Let's listen into the corner.
Are you ready? Okay? We can adjust once we see what he's about. Okay? Don't get lazy with them jabs. Don't get sloppy on your jabs. You all good? All right, keep it basic right now, all right?
Well, that does give an indication of where they're coming from in the Tapia corner. He says we can adjust once we figure out what he's about. It's not easy to find too much of Gonzalez, so they've only had little bits and pieces of vision to see exactly what they're up against here. And I know they haven't watched the Curacao boxing circuit too closely in recent times, so they really are learning on the job, and it was a good moment for Keiber Gonzalez while Tapia tries to work out exactly what is in front of him. What would you be saying in the Tapia corner, Harry?
I think exactly what he's doing right now, just lowering the vision to the body, sort of setting up that overhand, because they had a bit of success in that first round. Getting Gonzalez into a bit of a false sense of security, forgetting about those headshots.
Well, there's some confidence about Gonzalez. The hands have gone right down in this third round.
Stop, stop, stop. You know better. You know better.
Shots behind the head.
Good respect from both boys too.
Come on, head free. Punch out of there.
Yeah, they've communicated in Spanish a few times through the course of the week. The Mexican-born Tapia and the Venezuelan Gonzalez. Oh, that one has gone low again.
A little bit low.
from Gonzalez. And he continues to do that. That's a good shot, though. Off the back of a combination, the left rip to the body from Tapia was the good punch.
Break!
Oh, good shot there from Tapia.
That is the shot that he loves, but Gonzalez wears it well. Comes back with two of his own. Now he tries to work. Tapia puts his back against the ropes and tries to punch on. Body work from both of these boxers. They just tangle here for a moment. The first time we've really seen them in this sort of position. And Gonzalez shoves Tapia away, gets back at his range, and he'll work off his jab here, but Tapia tries to throw his head into the back of the stand with a huge hook that missed.
Tapia's corner complaining about a couple of shots towards the back of the head.
It's just got a little bit scrappy here in round 3. Looks to the body again, does Gonzalez, but Tapia defends. Hands low from Gonzalez as Tapia works over the top. And there's a counter right hand again from Tapia. His signature punch. 3 rounds down. Tapia and Gonzalez got through with a good shot right at the end of the round there too, did Tapia.
Yeah, a little smile and smirk from Gonzalez walking back to his corner.
Take us through these highlights, Harry.
Good body work there from Tapia. As I said, I'd love to see him throw a little bit more to the body, but it's looking good. It's got a little bit scrappy in that round, I think. Both boys fighting in nice and close and tying each other up.
Don't drop your left hand on the inside. He's slipping you behind the head.
Feel it every time.
That's all you got working.
And that is the headline act. Nikita Tszyu. He takes on Danilo Criati
Second down.
for his Australian title belt in our main event later on this evening. This man, Mateo Tapia, a very regular sparring partner with Tim Tszyu for a very long time. And he jabs strongly to the body there of Gonzalez. Leaps out with the right hand as well.
I like to see that from Tapia, the jab down to the body and the right hand over the top.
He uses levels very well, does Mateo Tapia, jabbing to the body and often finding his right hand over the top. Gonzalez looks to the body as Tapia evades away to his right. He's a little flat-footed at centre ring there, Gonzalez, but Tapia waits on him.
I wonder if Tapia could throw that backhand uppercut instead of the overhand between the gloves of Gonzalez.
He threw a right drive to the body that looked good there as Gonzalez crouches into him again as another comes.
Off his neck.
Looks for the uppercut there, does Tapia, and so does Gonzalez as well with his right hands. Jabbing away Gonzalez, the counter shot from Tapia. The crowd roar as soon as they see that big right hand come out. Body shot. Mateo Tapia with a right drive to the body. And there's that shot again. Overhand right encounter from Mateo Tapia. Gonzalez closing in. Goes to the body too. Tapia happy to hang on and punch with his right hands, and he goes again and he doubles up with the left. Gonzalez tries to find him.
Break!
They wrestle for position late in this, the 4th round of a 10-rounder. Good body shot too from Tapia. This for a regional Latino belt and a world ranking at middleweight.
I think we'll definitely see towards the back end of this fight if Tapia has had any trouble making this weight.
Let's go to Nico.
It's a pleasure right now to be joined by UFC heavyweight superstar Tai Tuivasa. Bam, you enjoying the fight so far?
Always a great night at No Limit Fight Nights.
Nikita Tszyu in the main event. Are you a fan of Nikita's? Looking forward to seeing him.
I'm a fan of the Tszyu family, for sure.
Now, as for what's happening for you next, a big card coming to Perth, UFC 305 in August. Would you like to be part of that yourself?
Yeah, I'd love to be a part of it, of course. I love performing at home for the family.
And of course, not this weekend, but next Sunday, Steve Erceg fighting for the UFC flyweight title. You excited to see him in action?
I am. To see another Aussie go for the belt, as Shay said.
Thanks so much, Ben.
Tai Tuivasa is here amongst the stars at Sydney's Hordern Pavilion. Good to have you with us on main event television. You're watching Mateo Tapia, the Australian, up against Keiber Gonzalez from Venezuela.
There's swelling in the eye of Tapia, it looks like.
Oh, there'll be more after that. Good combination punching from Gonzalez. Put a bunch of them together. Tapia comes back as well. And it's gone to a new level here in round 5. Gonzalez started it, and Tapia brings it back. It feels like they've both worked out exactly what is in front of them. Oh!
Nice stuff there from Tapia.
That is his combination, that jab to the body, the right hand over the top. Mateo Tapia gets through, doubling up with that left hand is Keiber Gonzalez as well. Rips into the body. Combination punching Gonzalez, finishes with a right hand over the top.
It's a world-class fight, Ben. Great skills from both boys.
Tries to find that right hand, gets through with that one. That's good stuff from Tapia. Body shot from Gonzalez. But those right hands are scoring and hard for Tapia.
Break!
They wrestle and work on the inside. Tapia trying to bring him onto the right hand here. Now he's forced to come forward as Gonzalez comes forward with a right hand. And another that just whizzes by. Now he works to the body. Body shot Tapia.
Keep them up, boys. Keep them up.
There's another. And over the top, Gonzalez. Good body shot. Sounded painful, but Tapia came straight back, and there goes Gonzalez as well. That's a good punch from Gonzalez. Turns that left hand around.
Break!
Left hook from Tapia just whizzed by.
Don't
Gonzalez
push.
did the same. There's a right hand from Gonzalez. That overhand shot. That
Stop,
one's
stop.
gone low. And Will
Keep 'em up.
Soulos warns again. Just to the hip, that one, so no damage for Tapia. Final seconds here of another good round, another tense and even round as the counter right hand from Tapia was just crowded a little. They'll head to the stools again, and well, we know one thing for sure. Keiber Gonzalez can fight. You look through his record, and yeah, he's 20-0 with 17 stoppages, but gee, he hasn't fought anyone anywhere near this level. You can't tell until they fight the fights, and he is showing himself to be well and truly worthy of a fight like this.
You doing good? Yeah.
Here's the Tapia corner.
Do me a favor. Don't load anything up. Don't go for it. Just set things with speed and blind to find a big shot, all right? Don't load up anything, all right? If you throw a combination, if it's a 2 or it's a 3, just follow with that left hook. Left hook, go back down to the body, all right? Keep moving your body, all right? Don't give him a skilled target. He only fires when he sees you, right?
So Mateo Tapia with his new training combination. And now at middleweight as well, in a tough fight here with Keiber Gonzalez.
Both boys almost fighting a mirror of each other. They fight very, very similar.
What do you think about that from the Tapia corner? Saying, take all the power away and let's just box with him.
I think it's a smart idea. It definitely doesn't look like he's shying away Gonzalez. But Tapia coming in with a bit of power. Not listening to the corner.
He's looking for power with that right hand. If it's there, he'll take it. Led with a left hook on that occasion too, and then followed up with that straight right. So he's really mixing it up to try and open up Gonzalez to his power punch down the middle. But he hasn't been troubled.
Yeah, good shots there from Tapia.
Despite a punch like that, Gonzalez.
Right.
In fact, it was Gonzalez that had the big moment earlier in the fight. It was called a slip. As Tapia found a knee. Into the body with the left hand goes Gonzalez. And he throws a beautiful combination as well and then gets straight back on the jab. Keiber Gonzalez.
Right.
Yeah, both boys looking extremely conditioned.
Body shots, Gonzalez. Over the top, Tapia. That one skids off the top of the head, but Gonzalez was in a dangerous position for just a moment as Mateo Tapia attempted to capitalize.
Right.
Shake of the head from Gonzalez. Love to see it.
Interesting moment too from Gonzalez because he's just broken the mask there for a moment. He's been expressionless throughout, but he did start to showboat for just a moment.
Right.
Did Gonzalez? Maybe that's just confidence growing. Tapia looks for that shot. He was waiting on Gonzalez. He threw with power, but couldn't quite find him. And now he closes in again as Gonzalez finds himself in this blue corner. Here goes Tapia. Counters off the back of those body shots. Gonzalez does very nicely and moves himself into the bulk of the ring. But again, it's Tapia closing in.
Gonzalez starting to show a little bit of personality.
Yeah, he really is. He's enjoying the occasion. And he's putting on a show as well, is Keiber Gonzalez, who struts back to his corner.
It's definitely a hard fight at times to score.
And he's still standing in between rounds.
Bit of swelling over the eye of Tapia. Doesn't look like it's too bad though, which is good.
Doing all right? Yeah. Don't abandon it. Remember, the same jab can come from anywhere. It can be an up jab, it can be straight. You gotta blind them with it, all right? Let's go, baby.
More jabs. The request in Mateo Tapia's corner. Watching a good fight here between Tapia and Gonzalez. Next up, world title time. Clara Lescurat from Argentina defends her world title against Australia's own Lynn Sandstrom. That is next. Then Such an exciting fight between Jerome Pampalone and Malik Zinad, our IBF light heavyweight world title eliminator. And then it's your main event, Nikita Tszyu and Danilo Kriatias. It was a good shot to the body from Gonzalez. It was a good shot over the top from Tapia, but no damage to either boxer.
His neck, come on.
It was a little
Head
awkward.
frame punch out of there.
Just drives that jab into the body, finishes over the top as Tapia. Here comes Gonzalez marching forward and tucking himself in for a moment. The corner of Tapia really liked the look of the jab.
Yeah, I like Tapia when he's boxing. You can see he's got ring IQ, Tapia. He's been in some big fights and been around the sport for such a long time.
Come on, head free, punch. Break! Break! Now!
The corner of Tapia trying to call his punches there, and he missed his cue, but he found that one. Good right hand, Mateo Tapia. Back on his heels. Goes Gonzalez. The crowd surges behind Mateo Tapia, who finds another right hand. These are the shots that he has been looking for. The uppercut through as well. There it is. Gonzalez has a chin, but it's been tested. 1, 2, and 3 big right hands. Gonzalez surges forward and throws. Crowds in. But he doesn't want too many more of those from Tapia.
Don't let him come like that.
To the body, and now happy to hang on is Gonzalez, who takes another and another. The knees buckle. The legs are gone. He stays up somehow on wobbly legs, does Keiber Gonzalez. Very nearly went down, and now with 20 seconds left in this 7th round, Mateo Tapia senses his moment. 10 seconds left in the round. The legs still not quite there for Gonzalez. He nods and he smiles, but he doesn't want another right hand. Big round, Tapia. Big round for Mateo Tapia in what has been a tense fight for him. He started to find his signature shot.
Huge moments there from Tapia. It all started from him boxing and using his brain and catching Gonzalez as he was throwing his shots.
And then he found it time and time again, and I don't know how he stayed up there.
Very close to hitting the canvas, wasn't he, Ben?
The knee dipped almost all the way to the canvas, and now he's sitting down. Is Keiber Gonzalez.
Understandable, Ben. I'll be sitting down too, that's for sure.
Well, he's fortunate he wasn't lying down after that onslaught from Tapia. A right-hand barrage.
Big moments for Tapia going into the 8th round.
What does he do now? Does he keep his head and box again, or does he
getting some time here?
Go looking for that? Oh, the tape's still on there too. So precious seconds here for Keiber Gonzalez. And Will Sulos takes control and sorts it all out. Let's see. Does Tapia get back to boxing and wait for the moment, or does he try and push that right hand through, because he had so much success with it in a big round 7? Boxing for now.
Good jab from Tapia. The intensity in his eyes, love to see it.
He's growing in confidence, no doubt. And the tape still not quite right there on the right glove of Gonzalez.
For that right hand over the top.
Very defensive now is Gonzalez, just giving himself the time that he needs to recover from that onslaught in the previous rounds. Tapia hunting an opportunity as Gonzalez looks over the top with that hook.
Hasn't thrown that right hand yet, Tapia.
Counters with the left hand there, and the right hand is just waiting for Tapia. There goes the left hand. Turning around twice for Tapia. Gonzalez has not thrown many punches in this round, but he's stayed well out of trouble. It's a shot there from Gonzalez. Tapia came back but was just crowded a little bit in his work. Body shot from Gonzalez is a nice one too. So he seems to have recovered well from round 7. Tapia very content to box here and not force the issue on him.
Gonzalez definitely looks well recovered now.
Lead hook for Tapia. No right hand off the back of it though, and then it is Gonzalez who comes forward with that left hand. Now it's Tapia against the ropes. He looked for that right hand. That's what started the damage in round 7. That counter right hand off the ropes. He found it again there, but not much on that one.
Don't hold him there.
And now there's just 10 seconds left here in round 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4 from Gonzalez. 2 of them got through underneath. Good body shots again from him. And he's weathered the storm. He has Keiber Gonzalez against Mateo Tapia, who was full of running in round 7, but was pulled back in the 8th.
I really like those moments where Tapia was on the back foot and catching Gonzalez as he was lunging in. It worked in the 7th round and worked moments in that 8th.
Deep breaths for Keiber Gonzalez and stretches for Nikita Tszyu. The Butcher in action again tonight, defending his Australian title. Everyone fascinated to see how he recovers from what was clearly a difficult weight cut ahead of yesterday. There's Danilo Criati resting on his Italian flag towel, and Lynn Sandstrom in front of him. She's about to fight for a world title. That is our next fight. Lynn Sandstrom challenging against Clara Lescurant from Argentina for a world title here in Sydney. That is next. Right now, Tapia and Gonzalez, and it's a good start to the round with some good punching from Gonzalez, who goes to the body and does so nicely with that left hand. Tapia had such a good round 7. Not much out of round number 8 though, and Gonzalez has fully recovered and is punching nicely here in 9.
Don't hold, Mateo. Keep him up.
Yeah, definitely a punch on the belt there from Gonzalez.
Break.
Awkward little moment there as both ducked in to throw their shots and no damage done. Counter shot with the right hand, Gonzalez. He tries to follow up as well.
Just looks like Gonzalez lost a little bit of flair onto his punches. Not as much sting.
Break.
Trying to lead now with that right hand is Tapia.
Break.
Tapia's corner, want to see him punching in combinations again, rather than just picking one shot at a time. He tries to counter. That's a good right hand too. Gonzalez comes back. The jab gets through from Tapia. He goes 1-2. The crowd surges behind him again. Gonzalez wears them well and comes back. But they were good punches from Tapia once again.
Break.
Tries to find a long-range jab there. Does Tapia to set something up. Gonzalez, he's back, and then he surges forward. Plenty of... Oh! Big right hand. It was from Tapia. Gonzalez wore it very, very well and came straight back.
Oh, good shot there from Gonzalez.
It was too. A nice right hand from Keiber Gonzalez here in round number 9. He stepped forward, threw that shot and connected. Really nice stuff from the Venezuelan, who now gets back to work inside the final 30 seconds of this round. Tapia works hard. That one was low again from Gonzalez. To the body he goes again, Gonzalez. Some damage around the eye of Tapia, who goes bang.
10 seconds.
Good shot from Tapia after wearing plenty in this round from Gonzalez. Looks for that right hand, counters as well. Some swelling and some damage around the eyes of Mateo Tapia, and they'll get to work in that corner as Keiber Gonzalez, after taking a few more shots there, stepped it up.
Yeah, he definitely had moments towards the back end of that ninth round. I think Tapia, though, is just a touch up on the scorecards for me.
Yeah, these are good moments for Tapia earlier in the round, and he got through with that nice left hand, and he goes 1-2 again. And then look at this shot that comes shortly from Gonzalez.
Oh, good shot, just stepping in with his backhand, slipping that shot.
Put all his weight onto it as well. And then Tapia came back, and they're just working around those eyes. And that's interesting reading the punch stats. Mateo Tapia connecting with slightly more, but not by much, as we head into the 10th and final round, with world rankings and plenty more on the line between Mateo Tapia and Keiber Gonzalez. It's been a high-quality fight. Gonzalez somehow stayed up in round number 7. Still some debate ringside as to whether Mateo Tapia did earlier in the fight when he was caught with a shot and it was called a slip. And there's that counter right hand again from Tapia, and now there's tape loose on both gloves of Keiber Gonzalez.
Obviously, the weight cut for Tapia hasn't affected him whatsoever. Still looking nice and fresh coming into the 10th.
Time.
Get to work on those gloves. Don't know how he was back out to box after the minute's break with 2 of them dangling like that. And now, Will Sulos says use your teeth. They decline. Yes. Will Sulos will go to work. No scissors in the building, apparently.
Timing.
Here we go again. Keiber Gonzalez presses forward onto Mateo Tapia. There's now a long strand of string coming from the gloves, so counter shot from Gonzalez after he took one from Tapia. Wild shots from Gonzalez miss. He works to the body with that jab. Those gloves will probably play a factor. That's a right hand that'll play a factor too from Tapia if it continues to get through. And it does. That's a big, big one. That slammed to the head of Keiber Gonzalez, but he wore it well. And he's shown a chin, a world-class chin.
It's a beautiful shot, isn't it, Ben, from Tapia, that overhand right.
There's 2 of them back from Gonzalez, but not with the same sort of ferocity as that shot that got through from Tapia. It is a beautiful shot. There's another, but he wears a fair bit on the gloves. He goes again there to Tapia inside the final minute of the fight. Good fight it's been too. Keiber Gonzalez arrived with a big question mark around him. A great record, but really it was hard to know what kind of quality he was. He's shown that he's world class against Mateo Tapia, who's had to work very, very hard. Has had big moments, has been truly tested though. And they continue to work here in this final round. This Sydney crowd.
Shake of the head there from Tapia. Bite down the mouth guard, finish the fight strong.
Yeah, he nodded him forward. They both go to the body. Both looking for something big to define this fight. 10 seconds left.
10 seconds.
Tapia works over the top. So does Gonzalez. He showboats to Tapia.
What a fight.
In a fight has Mateo Tapia against Keiber Gonzalez. Two middleweights who went to war.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a round of applause for these two warriors? After 10 rounds of professional championship boxing action, we go to the scorecards for a decision. Judge Tom Lambert scores the competition 98-92. Brad Vocali 97-93. And Les Fear 98-92. For your winner by unanimous decision and new WBO Latino middleweight champion, fighting out of the